The term soundscape was coined by Canadian composer and environmentalist R. Murray Schafer. A soundscape is a combination of sounds that arises from natural and environmental sounds. Natural sounds can be animal noises, the rushing of a waterfall, or the wind blowing. Environmental sounds are created by humans, such as conversations, musical compositions, and mechanical sounds from industry. The soundscape of the area you are now standing in has changed dramatically over the past 100 years. At the dawn of the 20th century, a large steel mill was built by Henry Whitney at this location. Whitney was an American businessman and promoter. The construction of disco began in 1900 and finished in late 1901. A small government town was transformed into a large industrial city that became known as the steel capital of Eastern Canada. The sounds of industry were heard throughout the landscape of Cape Breton. Residents of Whitney Pier, Sydney, and Westmount went to bed hearing the soundscape of an industrial city. The chug of steam locomotives filled the air as coal was transported at the steel plant. A loud clang signified the dropping of a sling of rails at the rail finishing mill. A chorus of whistles indicated shift changes as tired steelworkers headed home after their shift being replaced by the next shift. Sometimes a series of loud booms would be heard, followed by a brightly lit sky. These sounds indicated that ladles of molten slag were being poured into Mugg's Creek. The ground you are now standing on was once a large body of water that was infilled after a century of steelmaking. The sounds of the steel plant became part of everyday life for local residents. Let's go back in time and listen to the soundscape of the Sydney steel plant. Today, the soundscape of the area has changed dramatically. The sounds of steam engines are replaced by the voices of children as they play in the open hearth park. The cheers from the spectators at a football game interrupt the conversations of people walking and jogging. As we will hear this evening, music fills the air from concerts. Tonight we honor the sounds of our past and celebrate the transformation into the new soundscape of Open Hearth Park.